Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Morning Chisme podcast, episode 47. Sister, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. We have mimosas today.
I know.
Cheers.
Doing something different.
Yes, cheers.
Do not spill that on any of the equipment. Why'd you go so hard?
I know, but drink it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's because I took a sip before we started.
Ooh.
It's strong.
This is from Costco. I actually went to Costco with Chris yesterday. His first time. He was so excited.
Was it your first time?
No, I've been to Costco. I've been to Costco and Sam's. So I'm experienced.
You got your couch at Costco.
Was it
When
Costco?
you live with the girls.
Oh, we did. Honestly, Costco has so much to offer, but it's very overwhelming. Like, you have to go in with a plan. Like, we got we got there like 12 and we left at 4. It was too much for me.
What do you mean?
I know, it was crazy, but Chris wanted the full experience. Like, we went in, we got our pictures taken, then we had lunch. He had a hot dog, a milkshake, and 2 pizzas. I had just a strawberry shake. And then we went through every section: technology, jewelry, clothes, dairy.
4
everything.
hours sounds
Literally
crazy.
And he was truly living his best life.
I have to say that if I was in a store for 4 hours, I would be throwing the biggest bitch fit in the world.
I would say in the last 15 minutes, I was not having the best time. Like, I was ready to go and we had 2 aisles left. And I was like, okay, just please peruse a little faster.
Oh
like,
my goodness. I just don't like going into stores.
No.
I'm an avid online shopper.
I love curbside. Whoever created curbside really, it's like they looked inside my soul and was like, let's build something specifically for this bitch.
No, bitch. Not even curbside. I like delivery.
Delivery. Okay. Delivery eats.
Delivery eats. Like,
Yeah.
I just can't, even curbside, I'm like, oh, I have to get it. But, that's how lazy I am.
Like, curbside, do you mean delivery for, like, your groceries?
No, I've never gotten my deliveries groceries. My groceries delivered. Mm-hmm. But if it was cheap, I would.
I just feel like I need to select myself, like, what I want.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Like,
I
if you
just
do,
love
like,
delivery.
Instacart, like, have you ever done that? Like, I've gotten the wrong thing before, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that.
I've never done that.
Like, I have DoorDashed Chipotle, and then I didn't have any lemon juice, and if you know me, you know I love lemon juice, and they picked up lime juice, and it just, like, ruined my entire night. I was so
First world
upset.
problems.
I know, very first world problems, but it was just like, oh, okay.
No, I get it, though.
But I love a good curbside. I don't think Costco does curbside, and if they do, I didn't see it. But it was a good experience. Chris was so excited to be in there. It's so cute. Like, he was literally like a kid in a candy shop. Like, he was like trying all like the couches they had there. He was like looking at all the chairs like for his desk. I was like, Chris. He was
Do
like,
we need this?
He was like, I feel like we really need this one. And I was like, it was like an office chair, which I will say we do need because like we sit all day because we work from home.
Yeah.
And the lower back really does age with you.
But that's because I think you have to stand sometimes.
No, I do stand. I have a standing desk.
Oh yeah, you do have a standing desk.
Yeah,
I think
I do like
I would
standing.
be able. I don't think I could be able to sit all day long.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll look like at my posture and I'm like, wow, that's really ass. Like, that's really
Yeah.
fucking, I'm like this.
Yeah.
You know, I need to like stand up.
Yeah.
But like, this isn't comfortable either. Like,
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What?
Funny story. Chris actually got one of those back things that like makes you have a good posture.
Really?
And I tried it and I was like, you know what? I could see this working. Like, it's uncomfortable to slouch. But you know, I feel like as a sloucher, that's just like my like vibe now.
Nature.
Yeah, like now I just don't know how to like be like this.
Yeah, because it also looks weird.
Yeah, and people like because we have a bigger chest, it just looks like we're showing our boobs.
Yeah,
and
I
like
hate that.
yeah,
I want a boob reduction.
really.
Yes, absolutely.
I would get one too. If I lost 30 pounds, I would 100% do it.
Yeah.
Which is a motivation to get skinny.
Yeah, I need them gone. Like, it's enough.
Honestly, I will say, growing up in my early 20s, I was like, the cleave is everything. I want cleave in every top. And now the thought of having cleavage just, it gives me the ick about myself. I don't know if it's just a me
Yeah.
thing, but like I'm constantly, if I'm wearing like a shirt that has a little bit of cleavage, it's fine. But if it has like a deep V, I'm like this, like it just bothers me. Like cleavage is
I think
out.
we just grew up.
My frontal lobe developed.
Yeah, I just I'm so tired. Like, I wish my boobs would just stay. Like,
Yeah.
I would want fake. Like, I hate when my boobs feel like one giant boob.
What?
Like the uni boob.
What do you mean?
Like, they just are so together because they're so big. You know, I just don't like that. I don't like them touching each other.
yeah. Or when you get boob sweat. Oh,
And it's boob sweat season.
yeah. Like
It started. It is so hot in
boob
Houston
sweat
right now.
and ass sweat. Like it's
No,
just like
everything is sweating. Every fucking crack and crevice. The other day, because I'm training for a half marathon. The other day, I went running at fucking 2
PM.
Yes, bitch. Or 1. I was sweating my ass off. And I don't sweat. It's a gift. No, I'm serious. I don't sweat a lot.
Okay, and then you were sweating.
And then I was sweating, and it was literally why the fuck did I do this to myself?
2 p.m. is insane in the Houston heat.
I know. I was like, what was I trying to accomplish? Like, what was I trying to portray? Like, I'm a baddie, like running in the heat. No,
Do you feel like you're ready for 13 miles?
no, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I
so
ran 4 miles this week, and I thought maybe. And one of my 4 like miles that I ran this week, because I ran like a couple, I thought, oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can run 13 miles.
And if you get to the point where like the week before you haven't gotten there, like, are you still gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do not finish. I'm not gonna DNF.
Oh my god.
I paid $100.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll be there with a
It's
sign.
happening. It's at 6 a.m.
I'll be here at home waiting for you with snacks. 6 a.m. is crazy. I mean, by the time I get there, it'll be like 10 and you'll still be running.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you think I'm gonna finish fast? Like, I run so slow.
I'm so sorry. There's something in my throat.
Drink some more
Oh,
mimosa.
I have to drink my mimosas.
I know. A month. A week till my birthday.
Oh my god, yes, they're 34. Cheers.
I feel like we are risking a lot.
I know there's
Cheersing.
like technology everywhere.
I know. 34.
34.
That's what it is.
Stop acting like you're 50.
I'm not acting like I'm 50. I just don't know what 34 is supposed to feel like.
It doesn't matter. What does it feel like to you?
I don't know. So I'm trying
You
to figure
got a
it out.
job,
I know.
which is exciting. You're employed.
Period.
You're your family's good. Your man's good. Your people around you are good. Like, what else does it mean?
I guess.
You have a dog who's lovely. You have bunnies. You have
I know.
health and wealth.
Health and wealth.
Yeah.
The wealth could be wealthier.
Yeah, the wealth could be wealthy, but it's
The wealth
fine
is
for now.
wealth.
Yeah. You have a podcast with your best
I
friend
know.
/ sister. You're going to meet Rauw Alejandro
Next week. No, in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks, just a couple of days after your day of birth.
I'm so scared that my stomach's gonna hurt and I'm gonna get diarrhea.
What do you mean?
Like, not in front.
not during the meet and
No,
greet.
but like after. Or like heading to.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not gonna have coffee that day.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's anxiety is like
Yeah.
a natural diuretic.
I mean, are you gonna tell him it's your birthday?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it all about me.
Absolutely, love that for you.
Like, this is my birthday gift. You're my birthday gift.
Come here.
Come here.
That's funny. He's so adorable. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited.
And I'm excited for the show. The show was so good.
I know. And Paula's gonna see it.
Yeah.
We're going to Miami with Paula.
Yes.
I'm excited for Paula to experience Miami life.
I know. And then on top of that, very lucky moment for us, I would say. I was not expecting it. So the company that's putting up the after party, V5, invited me to the after party. And I was able to add my sisters as my +2. And we're going to get to experience the after party.
Yay!
Yes! It's going to be such a vibe.
I hope he shows up.
Oh, absolutely. It's the last one. It's Miami. I
It
feel
is
like
Miami.
it's like almost like a must.
A must. And it's Miami. I feel like they always show up in Miami.
Yeah, they usually always end in Miami too. Like every single concert or tour that like reggaeton artists have, they always end in Miami.
Miami's iconic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Miami. Well, did you see that Rauw went to Shakira's concert?
Yes.
I know, and they were singing Te Felicito. You
Yeah.
know how they always do that little robot move? Mm-hmm. I love that.
Sorry, I have to cough. I don't know what is in my.
Get your shit together.
I'm so sorry, you guys. It's just like, do you know when you like eat something and it like doesn't go down all the way and now it's like sitting there?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's phlegm.
Phlegm.
I hate that word. Anyway, Shakira, Rauw Alejandro, they were together performing their song. He showed up, and apparently Pitbull opened for her too.
I love that. I want to go to her concert.
Has she passed by here?
No, I don't think so.
Well then, ándale.
we should. Do you want to go?
No, I don't know enough of her music. I feel.
What do you mean?
I mean, like I do know enough of her music, but like I don't know if I know enough to like want to go.
I don't even know the set list.
Me neither.
I do want to know if she's like singing like really like, because Alejandro Sanz also showed up to another one of her concerts.
True.
Do you remember how iconic
Yeah.
that La Tortura's music video was?
Yeah.
In the fucking mud, the
Yeah.
grease, whatever the fuck it was.
She wheeled herself
Yeah.
because wheels have grease.
Yeah. It was amazing. And Alejandro Sanz, they should have been in game. They were so cute together.
Really, they dated?
No, but I wish they would have.
Is he married?
I don't know.
Plus, why are you doing that? Why are you creating tea when there's no tea?
I know, but like, how cute would they have been?
Yeah.
Anyways, he performed with her. Iconic.
Very iconic. I love his music. He's so talented.
I love his music.
Okay, why are you just copying what I'm saying? You're such a you're drunk. Honestly, like it's not a little bit of alcohol, but it's not a lot either.
It looks orange as fuck, but like,
yeah, it may look orange, but it's definitely like it's like it is alcohol.
Mimosa.
Get it together,
And
Kim.
regular mimosa, like, never mind. We can't get too drunk or else we're not going to get through the pod.
Blackout.
Anyways, I would love to go to the Shakira concert. I
Okay,
was
pues
listening to
ándale.
Antología earlier today. Remember?
Yeah.
She had black hair.
Yes.
Or red, whatever it was.
Yeah. I remember we used to have cassette tapes with Shakira on it.
Yeah.
Like, we're old as fuck.
Yeah, we are old as fuck.
But yeah, no, I mean, okay, if you find tickets, I'll go with you.
Okay.
But it has to be, it's going to be at the Toyota Center.
Yeah.
Ay, Dios.
Kathy, they're not going to come to the Woodlands for you.
I just don't like downtown Houston.
I
Like,
know you
my
don't.
level of hate for downtown Houston is like big as fuck. I
You
don't
talk
know.
about it once a pod.
Yeah, once a pod. Literally, it's like the recurring theme of this fucking podcast. I fucking hate downtown Houston. Anyways, though, you find tickets, I will attend.
Period.
And we will Uber.
Okay.
Period.
Period. Cheers.
Oh my God.
We need to stop.
Okay,
We need to
well,
stop
it's
taking
okay.
time.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's
do you
literally
mean?
not that much. It's like 2 mimosas.
Oh my God.
You're not able to drive home. You're gonna just like chill here all day.
Crash. Here. Crash
Oh my
here.
God. That got dark.
No, it didn't. You made it dark.
Okay. Anyways, what else happened this weekend? What else did you do?
Nothing.
Okay.
My dog got sick.
Oh yeah, your dog did get sick. Okay.
I know.
Prayers for Lady though.
Yeah, she's doing better.
She's doing better. We love that. Also, did you see who was spotted together at the basketball game?
Well, so many people.
I know.
I know we had Stephon Diggs with Cardi, obsessed. I
Do you
feel like
think
he really likes her. And if he doesn't, he's love bombing her and I'm believing it. I'm like eating that shit up.
Do you think that Offset is upset?
Absolutely.
And
And
honestly,
Cardi looks so happy.
I love that for him.
And Cardi's a vibe.
Yeah, she's so fun. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like she's fun as fuck. Like, she wouldn't, like, I truly believe that she spent, like, the time that she needed to spend trying to fix what was going on in her marriage. And then once she was done and she was like, there's no fixing this, like, I'm done forever. Like,
Yeah.
good fucking bye.
Yeah. Good riddance and goodbye.
And as she should.
Good for her.
I mean, I don't know much about him.
People are saying he's not better than Offset. Well, they're saying he's better than Offset looks wise, but apparently he's also like not the greatest.
Okay.
But they look cute to me.
Yeah.
And as long as Cardi's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I love Cardi.
I think she's so funny.
Cardi is so funny. She's just so real too.
Yeah. Back in the day before she was like famous, I know that she used to post on Twitter all the time and she was so funny. I was like, oh my God, who is this girl? She's so hilarious.
She's hilarious.
This was before like Bodak Yellow and all of her songs. Like this was like pre all that. And I was like, she's hilarious. And then
Yeah.
she blew up. I remember like she was on a reality TV show and they did not believe in her. They were like, she's not
Yeah.
going to make it. And look at her now
Yeah.
with a Grammy.
Exactly.
And look at you
Exactly.
without a Grammy.
Exactly. I love her. I love her. We also saw Timothy Chalamet with Bad Bunny at the Knicks game. Because like the Knicks just went to like the next round
Oh, that wasn't it?
of basketball. No.
Oh.
This is what they play next is not even the finals, I believe.
Oh, I thought that was
Well,
it.
yeah, Timothy was like really cheering really hard.
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, I don't follow basketball at all.
But I do have TikTok, which follows the basketball.
Yeah, and all I could think of was, oh my God, Bad Bunny and Timothy are sitting next to each other. Bad Bunny is dating Kendall. Timothy is dating Kylie. Do you think they talk? Probably not.
They're
but,
like cuñados.
but not really because Kendall and Bad are not together.
I don't know. I feel like, okay, just a little thought that I have. Timothy and Bad Bunny look like really cool with one another.
Yeah, they probably were hanging out at one point.
Oh, because him and Kylie have been together for a long time.
Yeah, Kylie and Timothy have been together for almost 3 years.
That makes sense. I was over here thinking like maybe like Kendall and Bad are back together.
I don't know. If I was Kendall, I would definitely have pulled out. It's really nice to see you, or it was
Yeah.
good seeing you at the game.
Yeah,
after.
text.
Or maybe if he, I don't know. I can't tell who liked each other more in that relationship.
I know.
but I feel like they kept going back to each other, so something must have been there.
Yeah.
You know, and like if I was Kendall, I would have folded immediately.
I know.
So
Hey, Bad Bunny is like super tall.
no, he's 5'10".
Okay, then Timothy's really short.
Okay,
Because when they got up at the Knicks game, Bad was like a lot taller than Timothy.
5'11". He's 5'11".
I think he's 6 foot.
Okay, you're in male standards, he's probably 6 foot, but in reality, he's probably 5'11".
Interesting. I wonder how tall Timothy is.
Probably like 5'9". And
5'9". How tall is Kylie?
she's not very tall. She's like 5'3", 5'4".
Oh, it's because Kendall's the tall one.
Kendall's like 5'10". She's tall as fuck.
Yeah, she's the model.
Yeah, so
What can you do?
model.
Model.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's very pretty, yeah. But I wouldn't say like she's very pretty. Don't get me wrong. But like people act like she's the best model in the world. I'm like, okay,
No, that's Bella Hadid.
I need everybody-
I need everyone to fucking get their shit together. I love
I
Bella
know,
Hadid.
I know you do.
I remember when Bella Hadid and The Weeknd broke up. I was heartbroken. I love them so much together. But I heard then that he was like,
a toxico.
yes.
Yeah.
The Weeknd is also like on tour. Have you
Yeah.
seen?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say that they're not happy with The Weeknd set list because it's like his last tour as The Weeknd. Now, from now on, he's going to be somebody else. Like,
Abel?
obviously, his name is not The Weeknd.
Obviously.
Like, his name is Abel.
I call him Abe's.
Okay, well, Abel something, you know, like Abel last name.
Tesfaye or something like that.
And so he's not going to be the weekend after this. So people were like, okay, well, why couldn't you make this like an Eras tour, kind of like Taylor? And he didn't play anything from like his older albums. And people were just like not happy with the set list. But I feel like he just came out with an album. I feel like he's honoring that as well.
That makes sense.
And I did see the set list. There is some old stuff. Like there's like some popular songs that were like, you know, made back in the day. But as a diehard fan, if this was like, let's say Bad Bunny was like retiring Bad Bunny and he was just going to be Benito, it would make me sad if I didn't see some of the oldies too. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. I would want him to like go on a tour with just the oldies. I remember when I first started listening to The Weeknd back in 2010, 2011.
Yeah, via Pandora.
That shit was fucking fire. His old stuff was so good. Yeah. That shit like hit the soul.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember my favorite song back then.
I really, really love My Dear Melancholy, the EP. Try Me by The Weeknd is my favorite song that he's ever came out with.
Wicked Games was one of my favorite songs. Yes,
obviously. The obvious ones, you know, Wicked Games, Crew Love, like those are great too.
Crew Love wasn't that great to me.
I really liked.
It was like 28, loft music, Coming Down. That was the shit that like, that's how I got on The Weeknd back in the day. And it was so good that like, I would just, but I did go see him back in the House of Blues back in the day for this. So
which is crazy. Yeah. I remember when Pandora was like how we listened to music. Was Spotify even a thing? I can't remember. We were in high school, and I remember having Drake Pandora like station, and then I remember hearing the Crew Love, and I was like, "Wait, who's this?" And I was like, "The Weeknd." Yeah, never heard of him before. And this was like junior year of high school, so like 2011. Yeah, and I was like, "Wow, he's so talented." And then I saw him a couple of years ago in Dallas, and it was really fucking good. It was really good.
He did do like a little something with his tongue. Oh yeah, it kind of gave me the ick a little. Yeah. And then I kind of had to like back away.
I was there when he did that.
Really? How did you feel?
I was like, oh, you know, some people were like about it. Like some girlies were like, yes! But I was like, it's like, a nerve for me.
Like, put it away like a little bit.
And he did it for like 30 seconds.
See, I would understand a little, you know, but like for 30 seconds, I would feel so uncomfortable.
It was really wild. I didn't like it. I was not a fan. But I'm a fan of him, and his music is like... His music, it really eats. Like, I can't even remember.
He never not eats.
He always fucking slays. Everything he puts out is good. Everything he puts out.
And Rauw Alejandro went to his, like, movie premiere. I need them to collab. The Weeknd and Rauw Alejandro collabing together would be iconic. Both of their voices together. I can just see so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be fire.
Can you imagine?
That would be litness.
I would cry.
Yeah.
This is like whenever Bad Bunny and Rauw collabed.
Yes. Oh my God, when Bad Bunny and Rauw collabed, I was like, I'm having a panic attack. I know. But I do like Que Pasaría way more than Party. Party's good, but Que Pasaría is so good.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's so good. I can't wait to listen to it again when he does his little dance move on the car.
Yeah. I really wonder if he's going to bring guests in Miami.
Yeah, me too. But I don't think so, because it's like the way that he puts on the show. He really said, no one's coming. Yeah. Don't even think about it.
Yeah. He hasn't had a guest yet.
Yeah.
Has he?
No.
Okay.
He was a guest at Shakira's, but that was it.
Yeah. NT Ways. Moving on to the next topic. Something that came out this week that I was just like, I'm not shocked, because like everything that Catherine and Austin McBroom like doesn't shock me. Was I shocked when they broke up, when they ended their marriage? Yes, because I always thought they were going to be thick as thieves. Like, it's almost like they're a brand, so I never thought they were going to actually...
the Ace family.
Yeah. They broke up, and she wrote a book exposing him, saying that he cheated.
I don't even think that she exposed him. I think she just told the truth.
She literally just admitted what everybody already knew.
Yeah, and everybody knew it. And a lot of people are coming for her, saying, you know, we all knew, and you played dumb, and, you know, basically said, like, she called people dumb for believing the rumors that he cheated, which he did, and people were like, we don't feel sorry for you. But maybe she just wasn't ready.
And she has small children.
She does.
That's where I'm like, that's hard. I don't have any kids, so I can't imagine. But I can't relate, but I can't imagine. Like, you have small kids, you want to stand by your man's side. Maybe he told her a lie or two that she believed, or maybe she convinced herself it wasn't true. I don't know. But we all knew that Austin was cheating on Catherine. Like,
which is so criminal, because he's
fail as fuck, dude. He's so ugly. He looks like a squirrel.
Well, you said it.
She's gorge. She's gorge. He was punching up. Okay. Uppercuts. Literally. And like, she left Michael B. Jordan allegedly for Austin McBroom, which is honestly like, criminal. I would be crying and throwing up.
Yeah, criminal.
Criminal work.
Criminal.
And I mean, It's been around for years that he's cheating on her.
Yeah.
So it's like not shocking at all. But I think her putting it into words kind of like confirmed what everybody was thinking.
And, you know, just everything that she went through, you know, being pregnant. And then it's just so heartbreaking that he put her through all of that. And then, so she tells her side, right? And then obviously this man likes attention, but he doesn't like negative attention. So he sits on Snapchat to make some coin off of what the fuck he's going to say. And he's like, well, I cheated. Yes. But the reason why I cheated was because I wasn't getting like intimacy and she wasn't being this and she wasn't being that. And I basically told her and she said, don't make me look stupid. And then he starts trashing her as a mom, saying that, you know, she does ayahuasca with her boyfriend under the roof, you know, that her kids sleep in, and just starts dragging her. And I'm just like,
he's so annoying.
I know, because the thing, and then people are on his side. I just want you guys to know, I don't care what you, well, I mean, I care about your thoughts, but like, I'm team Catherine Bice here.
Yeah, it's giving Tom Sandoval. It's giving. Yes. He literally watched that episode of Tom Sandoval gaslighting Ariana about them not being intimate and was like, I'm gonna take this and put it into my fucking script of what I'm gonna say. Because like when men say dumb shit like she didn't sleep with me for a year, so like what did you expect me to do? Why isn't she sleeping with you?
And then people are like, well, he took accountability and they made excuses. He negated the fucking accountability. Like, be so serious. And he's like, oh, you know, she's doing ayahuasca with my, like, in the house where my kids sleep, and oh, I was gonna get full custody of my kids. If it was that serious, if it was that serious for you that you're gonna sit here behind your camera and start crying on Snapchat, you would have done something already. Okay, if your kids were in that grave of a danger in Catherine's household, you would have filed for full custody, but you didn't, because you know that they weren't in danger, because according to her boyfriend, they don't do it when the kids are home. That's why he put it on his Instagram stories. And so Austin is just trashing Catherine.
I find that so diabolical, like so
and people
diabolical.
Are on his side.
It's mind-blowing to me how people are now being like, you know what, I believe Austin. Like, you guys clearly don't know this man. The manipulation this man will go through to like convince himself that he's not wrong is insane, and you guys are believing his BS. Like, I don't believe a word. I think he's horrible, and I think that she deserves to get the fuck away from him. Someone said she wrote it in a book because he doesn't know how to read. And I was like, probably.
I was just so angry seeing people defend this man, being like, oh, I believed Catherine until he came out with receipts on his Snapchat. Once again, if his kids were in that big of danger, he would have done something ahead of time instead of waited until Catherine's book came out and used that against her.
And then he was like, she's crazy, all this stuff. But then he had just said, but we're on good terms. We're co-parenting really well. We're friends. So which is it?
And then apparently, I'm not 100% sure about this, they had Elle's birthday party after that, and Catherine and Igor, that's her boyfriend, they were there.
So, yeah.
I just don't understand.
I think he's just mad that she spoke her truth.
Yeah.
And that affects him
He is mad that she spoke her truth, and he got negative attention over it.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, if she can speak her truth, so can he. Oh my God.
And the fact that really pisses me off about this is that like a lot of the time, the women that are like forgiving him, no, the people that are forgiving him are women. Yeah. And I'm like, you guys are fucking pick-me's.
Disappointing us.
Goodbye. It's the same women that were forgiving Tom Sandoval, Jax, for the way they treat their partners. Like, please ridiculous. Be serious. Please be serious. But anyways, that was a mess. And honestly, I'm sure this isn't the last we're going to hear about this kind of stuff. We're going to see Austin McBroom again, unfortunately, in our...
Men are always doing women wrong. And people are always making excuses for them. Always. DDG and Hallie.
Yeah.
Tori and Meg.
Literally.
Like, come on. Literally. Okay. Whether you like it or not, a judge saw what he saw and said, I think he was guilty, granted the restraining order.
Yeah.
With DDG and Hallie.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, a judge sat down, saw Tori's case, which he didn't even go to jail because of what Megan said. You know that, right? Like, he went to jail because he had possession of a firearm when he
was a felon.
Yes. So a judge saw that, and then he went to jail.
And now it's coming out that it was Kelsey, which also makes me question, like, why didn't he speak up then? Like, if that was the case, why are you like letting somebody else like holding it out for somebody else? Like,
but it's just so crazy to me that like the man can never be held accountable, and the woman is always the problem. Once again, Catherine and Austin, Hallie and DDG, Tori, Meg and Tori, and now also Cassie. The Diddy trials are going on, and people are coming for Cassie, and I simply do not understand. Do not understand how you guys can sit here and point fingers at Cassie. It's actually sickening if you don't realize that this woman was trauma bonded to this man after the horrific things that he did. And she sat there on the stand. Okay, she took the stand, even though she's sitting, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
She took the stand at 8.5 months pregnant, I believe, and had to relive every horrible thing that's ever happened to her at 8.5 months pregnant.
The mental gymnastics that people will do to blame a woman when the man is wrong is actually like, it's so sad that we're still here. Like, if you want to believe that Diddy's innocent, sure, try to justify that. But like I'm saying, the people that like don't give a fuck, sure, try to justify that in your mind. But like, that doesn't change the fact that Cassie is a victim. Yeah. I'm sorry.
But you know what? For me, like, if you are still sitting here thinking that Diddy is innocent, I hate to break it to you. At this point, I know that it's innocent until proven guilty.
But you're a lost cause.
No, like, this man is not innocent.
Yeah.
This trial, in my opinion, is to see how guilty this man is, because he's guilty. Let's be serious.
Yeah.
Let's be serious. And it's heartbreaking to hear some of the things, because, you know, the Diddy trials did start this week, so it's been all over our For You pages, just to hear some of the horrendous things that she had to go through. 4-day freak-offs.
That's crazy.
Honestly, it makes me sick.
Yeah.
It makes me sick. Like, thinking about 96 hours of sexual activities actually makes me sick.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. And you're having to drug these people in order for these people to, like, it's and just
then also, like, she feels obligated to do it because she doesn't want him to be mad at her. Like, the power imbalance between them. Yeah. And also, people are like, oh, why is she so scared to leave? Like, I don't know if you guys realize, but Diddy's a very scary, powerful man.
Not only that, will you guys watch the elevator video? That was her saying no to a freak off. That was just once of her saying no to a freak off. Was the elevator video where he beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Be fucking serious. Yeah. Also, she had a quick thing with Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi's car gets blown up.
Yeah, like, come on. It's not that easy to walk away. Yeah. And I find it really, really sad in general, not just in this situation where people are like, well, why didn't you just leave when they're in a toxic relationship, they're in an abusive relationship? Why don't you ask, the actual question is, why is he doing that? Why is that person doing that?
I saw something on TikTok, which is a little like funny, but it doesn't mean that the situation is funny. It's like, a lot of people are saying, why didn't she just leave? When a lot of women too are saying, well, why didn't she just leave when you will not even speak up at the nail salon?
Yeah. It just goes to show that, like, sometimes women really are other women's, like, biggest bullies. Yeah. Like, every time I see the comment section of, like, any Diddy reporting from TMZ when it has to do with Cassie, and I look in the comments and I see a man saying some shit, I'm like, expected whatever.
As fuck.
But when it's a woman, I'm like, okay, like, what do you get out of being such a bitch? Like, like, I'm sorry, I will always side with women.
Yeah, me too.
And I think in this situation, you have proof, evidence, visual evidence of how he was treating her, yet you're going and saying that, oh, well, she stayed for the money, she was also a manipulator.
Oh my gosh, I know. And then people are like, they're also making fun of her husband, like, saying, like, oh, how can this man sit here and listen to what all the things that his wife did? Like, I would be so disgusted. I would just leave my wife. Do you think Alex Fine does not know what Cassie went through? This man ran 50 miles for domestic violence.
Yeah.
Be so serious.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, wasn't he also the personal trainer?
Yeah.
He was probably fucking very aware of what was going on.
Honestly, it's so sickening. There was also talks from Diddy's side saying that they were hoping for a mistrial. They were like pushing her on the stand so she would go into early labor, so they would cause a mistrial.
Is that what happens?
I guess so. And I guess the judge was like, no, she is done today. That was on Friday.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And now she has to prepare to give birth. Like, can you imagine the world is having an opinion on you on one of the darkest times of your life, and you're about to give birth?
Yeah, I need you guys, if you listen to the pod and you are a rude person, okay, leave Cassie alone. She has gone through enough. She has literally gone through enough. She's about to deliver her son, and I wish her the very best. And Alex Fine put a statement after all of this was done and is asking for privacy, and they deserve it, because this shit is fucking dark. It's dark, and this is just one person. You get what I'm saying? Like, John Richards took the stand also after Cassie on Friday. Yeah. And she was part of Dan Eddie Kane. They were saying that Aubrey O'Day was also going to take the stand, but apparently they didn't call her. She said that she is not taking the stand.
Honestly, I will give Aubrey props. Is it Aubrey?
Is it Aubrey or Audrey?
Now I just like, my mind went into O'Day, and then I'm like, is it Aubrey or Audrey? No, it's Aubrey O'Day.
It's Aubrey, yeah.
Okay, sorry, y'all. She has been saying it for so many years.
She has not gotten off his fucking neck.
No.
So,
and people have, dragged her when she was only speaking the truth.
Yeah.
And he tried to play her like she was dumb. No, she was about to go to law school when she started Danity Kane. Like, she was not a dumb person.
Yeah.
And I think that the perception of who she was as this, like, one of the main characters on Danity Kane was like this diva who was like not very smart, but like she's very smart. She knows what I wouldn't say knows what she's talking about in like maybe this instance, but like she's been around him, she's experienced things with him. She knows what she's talking about.
I know, and it's really crazy because a lot of people will talk a lot of shit. Were you there?
Yeah.
You weren't. So you don't get to speak.
Literally.
Apparently Dawn Richards on Friday, they started her after Cassie, I believe, and she talked about how she saw Diddy like hitting Cassie, and then he locked her in a room and was like, "That's just passionate love. Like you can't tell anyone what happened."
Damn.
Almost like a threat.
I mean, if so many people have seen something, heard something, said something, one of those things is true. So when people are like, "Oh, they're setting him up for what?
Exactly for what?
Who would want to go against him?"
A lot of the things that are coming out, because it's a lot of information, right? A lot of dark information. I understand that he's like big picture, like the main part of the web. I need them to go after all those security guards, all those the managers, everything that were. They need to be punished somehow too.
Yeah.
Like, it's sickening that they get to just get away with it after use. Like, I could never. I think that like if I saw someone in a situation like this, I understand that why people like were quiet, like Dawn Richards, because like you get threatened, but like at the same time I'm like I couldn't have just done nothing, but then at the same time I don't know because I wasn't in that situation.
Yeah. Although I do understand where you're coming from, it's hard to be quiet when you see something so dark.
Yeah,
like Diddy is the kind of person, and I'm saying this as speculation and allegedly, okay, he looks like he can make people disappear. So honestly, I don't know.
Apparently he said that, like he said that to some people.
Yeah, I think it's also crazy that his daughters are sitting through his trial.
I know,
that's fucking
and his
wild.
Kids. I hate to say this, I would have gone into witness protection program and just somehow been so far away from this person that was my father, because I would be fucking disgusted knowing that he did these things to people.
Yeah, but I mean, when it's a loved one, you are going to try to believe them in every angle that you can, and when you have so much power and like hold over people, it's almost like you can manipulate your way around it, because this has been going on for decades.
That's insane.
It's 2025.
I don't know. I don't think I could stand by a loved one. I think that, for example, if I had a child and my child was a murderer, I could not stand by my child.
Really?
No, he murders people.
Damn, that's kind of a hard one. Not that I would either, but
but like if he's a murderer, I would give him up to the police.
Really?
That sounds like because at the end of the day, I'm doing society a disservice by keeping a murderer out of jail.
You are speaking facts. That's a hard one. I don't know. I don't have any children, so I don't know.
No, I don't have any children either, and maybe I'm saying that now, but if my child were to commit heinous acts towards people, yes, I would put him away. I would carry that for the rest of my life.
No, I see where you're coming from. I agree with that. I just
But maybe it's because we don't have children.
I think it would be really hard, though.
Of course.
But like then I think about like just random thought when you said that is like Gabby Petito and Brian Landry.
That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Like his parents like hid him and like helped him and all this stuff, and I'm like, that was horrible in my eyes. So I do agree with what you're saying, but I can't imagine how difficult that is.
Well, apparently, his mom, Diddy's mom, did she also go to the courtroom? I believe so. I think she was there.
I'm not sure.
People are saying that they had a thing and that he learned everything from her. I don't know. So much information is coming out about Diddy that I'm just like really sick.
Yeah. It's just only going to go,
and it's only going to get darker.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot darker. But we'll put that to bed for now, and we'll go to The Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Okay,
we're going to the Valley.
Oh, we're going to the Valley first. Okay, I'm so sorry.
You said that we're doing that one last.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Are you tips?
I am a little tipsy, you guys. I am fucked up. Imagine. No,
Can you imagine?
No, I wouldn't. We should record the pod one time really fucked up.
Yeah,
that would be really funny. But I feel like we could not get through it.
Exactly. I also forget how to speak.
Yeah, and I do like zone out pretty heavily. But the Valley, okay, we're getting episodes into the Valley, and it's getting messier and messier. This group of people cannot hang out without something going wrong.
I know.
And it's almost like obviously the point, because the show is supposed to be dramatic, but like damn. So in this episode, everyone is going to wine country,
right,
as a group. Jesse planned it. He handed everybody white flags as they're going in. Michelle was like, fuck your white flag, she said absolutely not. And we also don't see Jax in this episode.
We don't.
We hear about Jax
a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
I will say
He is not missed.
He was not missed by me. I was like, Jax is not on this episode. That's totally fine. Period. We see the group hanging out. There is obviously some tension across the board. You know, Jesse and Michelle are not getting along. And we see that Jesse tells... Sorry, I burped. I'm sorry about that. Did you hear that?
No.
Okay, sorry. If you heard it, I apologize. It's the acidity. We see Jesse and Michelle having an argument where he tells her that she's a hooker.
I know.
And she tells him, at least I didn't have a gay guy sending me money.
I know.
And I'm just like, both of y'all are hookers.
Don't send him our way.
Both of y'all are hookers.
Yeah. You know, at this point, I really just feel for Isabella. Her parents need to get their fucking shit together. I'm not gonna lie. He pisses me off, but so does she. Yeah. And I understand a lot of people are like Team Michelle. And there's some people Team Jesse, right? I can't stand either of them. Michelle actually like pisses me off. Yeah. He always pisses me off. That's like a default setting with him. He stays pissing me off, but she pisses me off too. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's the having to choose, which makes it really childish because like you're putting yourself in the position to be there. Like you don't have to be there.
I know.
But at the same time,
you didn't have to go.
But you're on the show. You know what I mean? Like if this wasn't being filmed, I'd be like, you're stupid as fuck for going. But at the same time, there is like unspoken things that they can't say. Do you
think that she may have put like an ultimatum for season 3 and been like, it's either me or Jesse?
If I was her, I would. If I hated this man as much as she hates him, I would, because like, why the fuck would I want him around? However, she's gonna lose that fight because he's good TV. Yeah, I'm sorry, he is. He was made for reality TV. He's such a diva. He's very messy. He's a little funny.
When he was about to leave, I was like, diva down, diva down. Like,
I think also...
And his little whitey tighties.
Oh my God,
tighty whities.
Fucking whitey headband. And his headband.
I know, he needs to retire that. It has to go.
Jail.
Yeah. Apparently he dated Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah. They had like a whirlwind romance.
Really?
Apparently back in the day.
That's crazy.
Very crazy. I will say though, and this is my thoughts, and I want to know your thoughts after I say this, Jesse pushes Michelle to be like this. I feel like she went through so much shit with this man that now it's like a physical reaction to how much she put up with. And although we're only seeing the end of it because we only got last season and this season, I do think that he is the problem. And of course, he tries to make it sound like she's a problem because she did cheat. But Janet made a very good point.
If I was married to you.
If I was married to you, I would cheat on you too.
This is the thing. I feel like he pushes her, but she's also pushing him. I know. And that's where I'm like, you need to be the bigger person. Even though I understand though, like he's probably pushed her so much that she like feels like she needs to push back. But you need to be the bigger person in the situation and kind of almost ignore him and just let him be a child on his own.
I agree. But
only because at the end of the day, like they have a kid together.
I understand that, but I don't think she needs to have self-restraint. Because I wouldn't either. I would beat the fuck out of him.
Well,
my God.
I mean, at this point,
verbally.
At this point, I understand that too. But like, for example, when she went up to him and he was talking about his girlfriend, why was she so mad that he was dating someone and that he's brought her around Isabella when she did the same thing?
Because I don't think that Jesse's dating this girl because he likes her. I think he's dating it to see.
But the thing is, at that point, she kind of needs to let it go because she's honestly letting his negative energy take over her. I really, truly think that it would just go so well for her if she just pretended he didn't exist.
I understand that. I do understand that. But I believe that that's just not the nature of the show.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm just like, girl, why are you even giving attention to who the fuck he's dating? Fuck him. If he goes through like 100 girls, and he goes through 100 girls. But I understand though, like he's introducing them to his daughter. But apparently he's been dating this girl for like 5 months or something like that. And I'm like, but this is the reason why I feel like she shouldn't say anything though. It's because I feel like Jesse gets a glimpse of that and thinks, oh, she still cares about me.
Yeah.
And that's where she, in my opinion, goes wrong. She just needs to be like, whatever, fuck it. Like, just don't, like, I don't care who you date, just don't bring these people around my kid. Period.
Yeah, I agree. I do still think that Jesse is in love with Michelle, and
I don't think Michelle was ever in love with Jesse, in my opinion.
I think she probably was.
She said she wasn't. It was like a one-night stand that ended in like a whatever.
Of course she's going to say this now, but I think at one point she was in love with him, but I think that disintegrated because he seems like a very awful person to be around. Yeah. He gives this like non-leaning kind of way. Like he doesn't lean into your opinions. It's only his stance and that's it. And I would actually like hate my life if that's who I was dating.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. I feel like now that she's no longer with him, she just needs to like pretend he doesn't exist because he loves to get a rise out of her.
Exactly. So, like, but why is that her fault though?
No, it's not her fault. But he's winning the game that he's playing.
Yeah.
Because she's getting like, you know, he's pushing her out of her character.
Exactly.
But at the same time, that's why she pisses me off, dude. Because I'm like, why are you letting this crusty, dusty, musty man in tidy whities and a headband get the best of you, girl?
Yeah, I do understand that. But why is he doing it in the first place?
Because he still loves her and he never wanted a divorce. Next.
Yeah, that's true. He's also so fucking annoying. Oh, God. Honestly, someone said this on TikTok. The Valley is a cautionary tale for women and who they're dating. Because you have Jason, probably, I guess, the best looking husband, probably a good husband, but there are some secrets there. Yeah. And we just know it. Jax, a nightmare of a human. Made it look like him and Brittany were doing well when they were not on TV, but now we see an insight into their life. Actually a terror of a human. And then you have Luke. Luke, I would say, is the most normal. He gives me the point of view of the audience. He's not really messy. He's just kind of there for Kristen, which is crazy to think that the most normal couple on the show is Kristen and Luke. And then you have Danny, who is kind of a little bit of a creep with some of the things he's done. And then you have his beautiful wife, who's like larger than life when it comes to looks and personality.
She's literally gorgeous. Gorgeous. In my opinion, she's the most beautiful, her and Jasmine, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Not that the other girlies are not cute, but Nia and Jasmine to me are the most beautiful out of all the girls.
But then you see the conversations about him being drunk and like all of that. There's some hidden secrets there for sure.
Oh, for sure. He doesn't party often, but when he parties too hard. That's my theory.
And I think he might get a little handsy. Like, not necessarily fully cheating maybe, but like micro cheating. Yeah. Which in my eyes
is wild cheating. When he looks like that. I'm not saying he's hideous, but Nia,
sweetie, come on. We could have done better. And then we have Jesse, who's just very difficult. I cannot imagine being married to a man like that. He seems just like he's always just, if you throw a dig, he's gonna fucking shovel. Yeah. You and bury you. It seems very exhausting. Yeah. And then there's Zach. I just love how messy he is. I know he's petty, but like whatever, I love it. Yeah. But I do want to talk about one thing that we saw. We saw Danny obviously left for work, came back, was caught up to the group, got really drunk, and didn't make it to dinner. And everybody was like, where's Danny? Where's Danny? Nia's like, oh, he's just tired. And then obviously Jasmine had that situation with him where he made them uncomfortable and apologized. But still, if I was Jasmine, I would also not be letting that slide. I feel like she's in a very fair point. But then everybody else started like chiming in as well, to the point where they were having a conversation in the room, Brittany, Janet, Jasmine, I believe Michelle, and they were talking bad about Nia not wanting to own up the fact that Danny was drunk. Zach tells Nia, then they walk into the room. Brittany's upset and being like, you know, my life is in shambles and you can't even say that your husband is drunk. Who do you think was in the right in that situation?
Honestly, I felt like that was like really unnecessary of Brittany.
I agree.
Okay, I was just like two things can be true at once. Like, you're going through a lot, but like, what do you want Nia to do? Like, make her life worse in order for it to make you feel better about your life?
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. Maybe people won't agree, but I felt like that was crazy because like, yeah, he might have been drunk. But I also wouldn't put it past him to be tired, too. You can be, like, two things. Maybe she didn't want to own up the fact that he was drunk. And she was like, oh, he's tired. He's a father of 3. I think that I would... him being tired is also, like, a plausible fucking reason why he's fucking asleep.
Yeah, and also when I drink a lot of wine, I'm exhausted.
Like, two things can be true at once. And I don't understand why they were, like, going so hard on Nia. Like, what do you want her to say? Like, my marriage is in shambles, like, let's high five and, you know,
be sisters.
Yeah, be sisters. I didn't understand. Yeah. Because, like, Brittany came off, like, really aggressive.
Yeah. And I do understand that Brittany is going through a lot in her own life. Like, obviously, she's going through a very public, messy separation with Jax, who's really difficult to deal with. You know, it's very public. Everyone's watching it from home, having their own opinions. And people are like, I told you so to Brittany because, you know, she married him after he cheated on her. But like, it was really cruel that she did that to Nia. It was projection, and it was really uncool. I didn't like that. Yeah, it was not necessary. Like,
and we're gonna see. We only saw like a minute of the fight. We're gonna see more of it maybe next episode. Yeah, and I don't know. I just felt really uncomfortable because like Nia said, like, what do you want her to do?
I agree. And then she literally said, okay, he's drunk. Now what? Yeah. Now what? Like, literally, now what? Like, bitch, what the fuck? And also, okay, you cannot sit here and say that Nia and Danny play this perfect couple when every couple, if they have issues, they're not going to air them out. That's the most real thing about them. Yeah. They're going to keep it a secret.
I know.
Like, Brittany kept Jax's issues a secret too. Like, it was because it was just too much that it exploded and we're seeing it on our screens. But I just find that to be really like, I was like, Brittany, that was really uncool. And I always root for Brittany because I cannot imagine, okay? I cannot imagine dealing with someone like Dax Taylor. That must be exhausting. But that was like, it made me look at Brittany really differently. Like, I'm suffering, so you need to suffer too. Weird. I didn't like that. Yeah. Not saying that I love Danny and Nia, because I do think that Nia deserves better to a certain degree. But at the same time, like, if you're suffering and other people aren't, that's not their fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see what happens in the next episode.
Me too.
Yeah. Speaking of next episode, Summer House Season 9 is coming to an end. The finale is among us. Among us. Among us.
I was like, wait.
Sorry, you guys. I'm a little tipsy. The season finale of Summer House Season 9 is in just a couple of days, and we're going to see how this season ends. This past episode, we saw Lexi would break up with Jesse Solomon. Fucking thank God, because he's a nightmare of a human. And we saw some heated conversations at the dinner table after Jesse told the group, including Sierra, that she was one of the reasons they broke up, when Lexi did not even mention Sierra during the breakup. What do you think?
Honestly, I don't understand why these two were the main focus of Summer House Season 9. They should have fucking broken up after the toe. Lexi, you wasted your whole summer on this crusty, dusty, musty man for no fucking reason when you knew the kind of person he was after the toe situation.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, you wasted your summer. Also, if I was Sierra, I would be pissed that I was being brought into all of these fucking relationship arguments when she has done nothing but like keep her distance once she was told like, hey, you are touching me and it's, you know, it's a little uncomfortable because it's causing issues. I would literally be like, y'all don't fucking bring me into this.
Yeah.
And Lexi said that she wouldn't trust Sierra after all the things that Jesse has told her. So it makes me wonder, what has Jesse told Lexi about Sierra?
Absolutely. And this is what I feel. And I don't think Sierra has any issues in this. She has not done anything wrong, but the way that Jesse has presented Sierra,
he's portrayed her a certain way
to Lexi, has caused an issue to where Lexi has an issue with Sierra. And I'm not saying that Lexi's innocent. She could have been closer to the girls, but
and honestly, if I was Lexi, I would have just gone to Sierra. I would just been like, hey, this is what he's saying. Is this true?
Yeah,
you know?
But at the same time, think about it. This is a person that you could potentially be in a relationship with, boyfriend, girlfriend. You are going to try to be protective of them when they're telling you that someone is like causing them issues.
After the toe thing, I would have not.
I agree. Had Lexi been at the house that weekend and saw it firsthand, I don't think she would have either. But because it was all hearsay, I think she was like, now that she's watching it back, she's probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I will say, Jesse telling everybody, including Craig and Amanda, that had he gotten to the house earlier last year, maybe he would have had a chance with Sierra. Why the fuck would Lexi want you to be friends with the girl you said that about? It's not about Sierra. It's about the fact that you said that
Sierra did anything.
Yeah, it's about the fact that you're saying that if had been given the opportunity, you could have potentially seen a future with this girl. Why the fuck would I want you to be friends with her?
Yeah.
When you're sharing with me that you want to be with me.
Yeah.
Yet you're dancing with her a little too close. You're touching her on the floaty. She didn't touch him.
Yeah.
He touched her.
Yeah.
Like, the gaslighting from him is actually diabolical. I hate him. And I don't hate anyone on Bravo except for Tom Sandoval. And Jesse's right fucking up there.
Yeah.
He is so annoying.
And Jax Taylor.
Oh, and Jax Taylor, yes. And it's the J names. It's the J names. But he went on Tinks's podcast. A few days ago, and he was talking about Lexi and their whole situation. And he said that Lexi is projecting and that everything that he's doing is actually what she was doing. And that then Tinks asked, like, how would you feel if she were to come back to Summer House? And he laughed and said, next question. Like, I'm sorry. Nobody wants to see you back next season. You're actually the fucking worst. Please speak about any, I would say with West, like, okay, he's annoying. He fucked up. He did a lot of things, but he's actually like funny. He has a quality.
Yeah.
Jesse's just annoying as fuck and he's a gaslighter.
Yeah.
Like,
and
goodbye.
If I was Sierra, I don't even think I could be friends with him anymore after all the fucking issues that you brought me in. Like, I wasn't even part of this relationship and somehow I'm in this drama all the time because of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. And I truly believe that Jesse is the reason why Sierra was incorporated in these conversations. It wasn't Lexi. He created that doubt for Lexi. He created these situations. He told people that he could have hooked up with her or maybe had something with her.
If I was Sierra, I would be so annoyed. Because she's literally kept her distance the entire fucking season, and somehow she is brought into these fucking arguments when she had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I agree. But then she became friends with him again. So I'm like, damn. I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
I wonder if she's watching the season over.
Yeah, but like, I'm sorry. Like, he did her dirty. And I feel like maybe in the moment, because she was all hearing different things from everyone, she didn't see it. But like, the way it's portrayed, I truly believe that Jesse drew a wedge between Lexi and Sierra. I don't think that Jesse wanted Lexi to be close to the girls because he wanted to be close to the girls.
Yeah.
And he can't be venting to them without it potentially getting back to her.
Yeah.
He knew that if she got close to them, they were going to tell her.
I just think it's so annoying that they were the main focus of the season.
I know.
We could have seen a little bit more of Paige and Craig.
Yeah, literally.
I would have rather seen more of Carl. Okay? I was so annoyed by this relationship. What the actual fuck?
Literally. Literally.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Like, y'all are new-ish, right? This is too much. I don't like it. Y'all shouldn't be the center of attention. I would have much rather seen Lindsay's fucking appointments every fucking week if I had to than seen this shit. After the toe sucking, that shit should have fucking ended.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And honestly, it's really annoying too to see her family.
Yeah,
no
I'm
offense.
so sorry. But if I have to see Lexi's family, you need to give me more Gabby. Because I know Gabby's a baddie. You cannot tell me that this woman is not a baddie.
And I don't understand why at this point she is being seen as much as Danielle. But I thought Gabby was like is she not full-time?
Yes, she's full-time. The way they did her dirty this season by not giving her any fucking airtime, like you're telling me that Gabby is not enough to be seen as
Gabby
often?
is enough. Drop fucking Lexi. Drop fucking Jesse. Give me more Gabby.
Yeah.
She's like such a fucking baddie.
Exactly. It's so annoying.
I just know that her everyday life is fucking fire. I can just tell. Look at that body. She fucking looks amazing. Take me with her to her fucking Pilates class. Take me to her fucking workouts. I would much rather enjoy that than seeing Lexi and Jesse out in the town having dinner with her family. Like, please be so serious.
Exactly. And even when they did, like, I saw a tour of her apartment on TikTok. Someone did a tour of her apartment. It was so cute. I was like, I know there's a story here that we're not tapping into. And that's all I have to say because it pissed me off.
Well, next week we get the finale, so I'm excited to see what that's.
And we will let you guys know what we think. But you know what? The best part of the podcast, because we will be diving in.
Last, but definitely not
Secret
least.
Life of Mormon Wives Season 2 began airing this week, and we watched the entire thing.
Wild. It was 10 episodes. I could have done 20. And it ended with a to be continued. What the fuck does that mean? Is a part 2 coming out later? Are we going to wait for season 3? Like, when is this happening? I can't wait a year. I cannot wait a year.
It's giving we're getting something soon, but nothing has been officially said.
Soonish.
I need it latest September. I need it soon.
Soon.
I will say the Secret Life of Mormon Wives Season 2. I thought nothing could beat Season 1. It beat Season 1. It was tea. It was tea.
From the minute it started. It was wild.
Wild.
So let's talk a little bit about each of the girlies.
Yes, let's start with Demi.
Demi. Girl. You know, she came out of season 1 as a fan favorite. This season, she was fucking insufferable. She let all of that get to her fucking head. And now she's this season's villain, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I understand where she was coming from with some things. Like, it's almost like she can have, like, a good idea of where she's coming from, but it's the fact that her delivery is horrendous.
It's ass.
It's horrible. Like, in the beginning of the season, you see her and Jesse having a conversation with Jen. People are saying, oh, she's just being held accountable. Thought it was kind of cruel the way that they were doing it. And then, you know, mid-season to the end, she has a problem with Taylor and Taylor being a shitty friend and Taylor this. And she tries to get Taylor kicked out of Mom Talk. I need her to be fucking for real. Okay? You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for Taylor.
Yeah, let's be so serious. And the fact that she was willing to get Jesse kicked out for a higher paycheck, that's all I needed to know about you, Demi. That's all I needed to know. I don't like you.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Period. I don't like her. I don't like that she's mean, and then whenever the same energy is reciprocated towards her, she plays the victim. For example, she was like all about like, it's either me or Taylor, and they were all sitting at Jesse's house, and then Taylor goes, for Demi, it's a no. And she's like, we're not voting for me. Well, you wanted to vote on Taylor.
Yeah.
So
be about it.
Be about it.
I agree. Another moment with Demi that we saw is that apparently Macy got an anonymous Instagram message saying that Brett, her husband, cheated on her when she was out of town. She said, there's no way, that's not possible. We spend 24/7 together, even though we have seen her on multiple girls trips when she definitely could have been, you know, without him. I was like, girl, be so serious.
I know. Especially, I feel like she was trying to put on a face and try to say like, no, he wouldn't. But then the little part where cameras went down and
the
audio kept going, and she was like, well, if I were to be cheating, this is the way that I would be acting. To me, just be honest. Like, you have a small little inkling, maybe telling you like, hey, this could have potentially happened. Like, you want everybody to live their real lives on the show. Live your real life. Like, be honest. You want to fucking hold everybody else accountable for sharing their drama, their truths. Okay, let's do you too.
Yeah. And when they were sitting at the dinner table at Layla's Thanksgiving dinner, when it was brought up about his cheating, the swallowing told me everything I need to know. The way Brett swallowed at that dinner table was giving guilty. It was giving guilty. You cannot tell me otherwise. You can tell when people are caught. And if you look at his face in that moment, I paused it. I had to look like a couple times. I'm like, he swallowed so hard, bitch. He could have swallowed his tongue. Like, it was like he definitely did something or maybe stepped out. But I mean, he wouldn't be the only one because apparently Demi also stepped out on her marriage with Marciano.
And we saw a little bit of this on Vanderpump Villa.
Which is crazy because Marciano's fugly.
I know.
And I'm not saying cheating's good. Do not cheat. That's bad. but if you're gonna cheat, please do it with someone worth cheating with. Like,
yeah, and Marciano's not it.
Yeah, and he's ugly outside and inside.
Yeah,
what does he even have going for him?
I don't know.
He's tall. That's about it.
Is he? He gives short energy.
Literally. But this season, I'm gonna give her a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
Not even. She was such. I will say this: the part where they played pregnancy roulette, that was really hurtful. Two things can be true at once. She has a terrible personality, but she is going through infertility, and that is heartbreaking. Okay. I really felt for her, the way that she was crying. I cannot even imagine what she's going through, and it really broke my heart. But
However,
putting that aside, she was also a bitch throughout the entire season, and she was insufferable. She literally pissed me the fuck off when she was like, well, she wanted to get the best brand deals because she was a fan favorite. You literally turned into least favorite for everybody.
What a fall from grace.
What a fall.
I
did
grace.
not expect this. This was not on my 2025 bingo card.
No.
When they said that the Secret Lives of Mormon
I was expecting Miranda to be the villain.
I know.
Which is kind of crazy because I was like, she's coming in. It's going to be messy. But her and Taylor, like, kind of worked out their issues. I feel like Miranda was just embarrassed. Honestly, I think it was just embarrassment.
She was just not ready to own up to it. I will say Miranda became a favorite of mine. Yeah. She was just really cool. It was a great first season for her. And I know a lot of people were like saying, oh, you know, like she's back on Mom Talk because, you know, she saw how successful they were in season 1. But I actually enjoyed watching her on my screen. She stood up for the girlies when someone needed to stand up for them. She stood up to her ex-husband, the father of her children, with her claw, and it was hilarious. She hugged his girlfriend. She was there for Taylor. She was there for a lot of the girls. And I really liked her energy and I really liked her vibe.
I feel like coming into this group of people, especially on a reality TV show, can be difficult. And I feel like she would have felt like either left out or just like kind of like a sore thumb amongst the group. No, she fit in perfectly. I do think that there could have been a little more Miranda that we saw this season, but as a newbie, I feel like she did really well. I give her a 9 out of 10. I thought she did great.
I thought she did great too. I loved her.
Yeah. I'm glad that she was able to kind of own up to her shit in the beginning.
Yeah.
But it did take a second. Yeah. But at the same time, putting myself in her shoes, she was 22, 23 years old. Yeah. She was really young at the time. Yeah. And everybody knowing that you're doing nefarious things, especially when you're in a like religion, like, you know, being a Mormon, has to be hard because like everybody's judging you. Now you're like, everybody knows your dirty little secrets. It's just hard.
Yeah.
But I do think that Taylor navigated it, like owning her shit. She's really good at owning her shit.
Yeah, the thing about Taylor is she really is the queen bee of Mom Talk, in my opinion, without even trying.
Yeah.
She's just so raw and real that's why people love her and that's why people stand behind her. This season for Taylor, once again, broke my heart for her.
Yeah.
We saw her go through a lot. That conversation where they sat down with Taylor's family and her parents said the things they said to Taylor, I literally wish that I could have just punched the dad and the mom and given Taylor a huge hug. I felt like Dakota felt so loved and empowered in that moment that they had his back, and I hated that. I fucking detested it. I hate that man. He is not a good man for Taylor, and I am so happy that she is done with him. Even though we see her go back to him a little bit this season, I hope that they're done for good because she deserves so much better. And she got to talk to Jenna in this season at the very beginning as well, way before she talked to her parents. And it's really sad because she sits there saying like, I loved him, and you know, Jenna's like, well, basically he said that you guys were just doing content together. In a sense, like, he was just in it for the clout.
Yeah.
And she had a baby with this man. That has to be heartbreaking.
Exactly. And then when they had the barbecue and they had the lunch and everybody's coming for her, I thought it was really wild because like, he was like, I didn't even know you. It was 3 dates, but you were sleeping with her.
Yeah.
You were spending time with her.
And then the dad, like, what does that say about you? Bitch, I would have gotten the fuck up and left. Like, fuck you. And then Dakota's like, yeah, like, just agreeing, like, loving the fact that they're agreeing with him.
Yeah, it was very weird.
The mom is also really weird.
Yes.
Like, you want to be Taylor so badly. Like, you want fame so badly. Like, the fact that the mom has kept in touch with Miranda, with Chase, after everything that went down with Taylor, why do you need enemies when you got a mom like that?
Literally. Leanne, Taylor's mom, is a pick-me.
Yeah,
she's absolutely a huge pick-me. Ultimate final boss pick-me. The way she was acting, like, oh, well, I don't have a problem with them, so why can't I keep up with Chase and Miranda? No, like if they're hypothetically, like let's say like Miranda and Taylor were not friends again, like they're still not cool. Why are you talking to people that hurt your daughter? Like Chase hurt your daughter. Why the fuck are you keeping in touch with them? It was so weird to me.
And then we had the Halloween party where, you know, Chase is talking to Dakota and the fact that he's pointing at Taylor, what are you trying to get on the show? Like, what the fuck are you trying to do?
Yeah.
So Taylor, being who she is, a baddie, gets up and is like, you're pointing at me. Why the fuck are you pointing at me? And that whole thing that went down right then and there is another reason why I would have whooped Dakota's ass. The fact that he's like, well, she never told me about that. Okay.
You didn't exist.
You
during
didn't
this
tell
time.
Taylor about Jenna. You didn't tell her the truth. This was way before you. Way before you. And then he's like, oh, I lied and you also lied. There's differences.
Yeah.
These are different instances of lying. You lied while you were with her. She didn't tell you something about her past. Be so serious.
Exactly. I 100% agree. Dakota can suck it. I do not like him. I wish him the best co-parenting because, they do have a child together ever, who's so cute. But I think that he sucks, and that's where I'll leave my opinion with him. I think everybody's kind of like fan favorite this season who stays neutral. I feel like for the most part is Macy. I think she's so cute. We got a little bit of more insight into her life this season, and I felt really bad for her.
Yes, it's really heartbreaking, everything that she's gone through.
Yeah, like being pregnant, texting your baby's father, your boyfriend at the time, and then he crashes and passes away as you're pregnant, such a young age. She was a sophomore in college. And then her getting a book deal for that. When she announced the book deals to the girls, Demi's face was so wild to me.
Demi's a hater. She's a jealous ass bitch. I'm sorry.
She's very jealous. It was very off-putting, but like very happy for Macy. I feel like Macy just wants peace within mom talk. Like she's friends with everyone. Everybody likes her. She never has really issues with anyone. I do find her friendship with Michaela to be so cute. I do like them a lot.
so much.
And I'm so happy that they're pregnant at the same time.
I know.
But I do hate that her announcement got ruined by pregnancy roulette.
Pregnancy roulette should have not been a thing.
But I will say, Michaela and Macy could have just ran water on the pregnancy test.
I don't think at the time they thought about that.
Yeah, but that's all I could think about whenever they did it.
Oh, really? I didn't even think about that. I thought, like, that became a thought whenever I started reading the comment section of TikTok. But yeah, super excited for Macy. I think she's great. She's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm excited to read her book.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
excited
will
to
be
see.
reading
Yeah,
it.
I will be reading it as well.
Yeah, I really like her. Now I feel like where we don't align at all. Okay, so we're going to talk about Michaela. I will say, I really liked Michaela last season. We didn't get to see her a lot last season, but I liked her. This season, in my opinion, I'll go first and you can go next.
Okay.
My thought is, okay, I do get that you don't like Whitney, and that's fair. You can hold her accountable for the things that she has done, but like enough is fucking enough. I feel like she was being really petty and bitchy and competitive when Whitney was not in competition with her.
No, I think that she sees Whitney for who she truly is, and that's a fake bitch, as we saw towards the end of the season. And she is setting boundaries because she doesn't need that fakeness going around her.
And that's fair. But I feel like some of the things that she was doing was giving like, this bitch is living in your head rent fucking free.
No, but I think that when she's trying to get back into the group, and she's in the group, she just doesn't, like, at the end of the day, she was okay with her being there, but she just doesn't care for you. She doesn't care for your existence. And I think that you get to a point in life where this becomes very apparent to you that you're like, I don't give a fuck how many times you try to talk to me, how many times you try to apologize, how many times you try to make this, like, better. I don't give a fuck about you anymore because I have set my boundaries and you're not crossing them because I don't really give a fuck about you in my life.
That's fine. But the British Bake Off competition, the twerking comments, I just felt like she was being annoying as fuck. I'm sorry.
She won the twerk off. Whitney can't twerk.
Well,
she
that's
won the
true.
twerk off.
But I will say, and this is my last thing that I'll take, you can continue. Michaela was trying to give Kristen Quinn with her little comments to be like an iconic, like mean girl. She was giving Davina in my eyes. It was not eating. It was actually starved.
I don't think that she knows how to fight, but I was there for every single part of it. I loved Michaela. I think that it gets to a point where, imagine the things that she did on camera, Whitney, and then all of the things that she did off camera to them, that she was like, enough is enough. I don't care to be a friend to you, like friends with you ever again. You can be part of Montauk, but like, I just don't care for your existence. I get that too.
But she does care.
No, I don't think she cares.
Because she literally talks about her in every confessional, every moment she can.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was corny, and it was giving looser. I'm sorry.
I love Michaela.
I really like her as a person, but I thought that bit of this season was corny.
She's probably,
end of story.
You have to think about it too, though. Like in season 1, she barely spoke. She didn't really have a voice. And this time she's like, actually, I'm coming like full throttle.
Yeah, but it went too far. She overcompensated, I feel.
Let her be. She's young. She's 24.
True.
She's pregnant.
She's literally 24. It's crazy.
I know. And her life too has been really hard. It's actually like really heartbreaking. Just everything that she has gone through, even like her condition that she had, she's overcome so much. She looks absolutely beautiful. Her and Macy being, pregnant together is so cute. And I was a Michaela stan. I was here for it.
Okay. Anyways, next we have Jessie.
Okay.
Jessie was, I would say that behind me, she was probably a fan favorite first season. I really like Jessie's personality. I think she's great.
She's hilarious.
But she is messy. Jesse's messy, okay? And I feel like she does put her little paws in certain things, but the way she talks and the way she acts, I think
Jesse's a Gemini.
It's very like, I feel like she gives like very kind energy that it's like, it almost doesn't come off as mean as she's saying it. I don't know. But something that we did learn in the last scene of Secret Life of Mormon Wives season 2 was Layla met up with Marciano to find out the real tea about Marciano and Demi.
About the whole Benefit Bill.
And he was like, well, Demi wasn't the only one that whatever. Jesse and Marciano, allegedly according to Marciano, which take it with a grain of salt, they had a full-blown affair.
Yeah.
Apparently she jumped on him at Tom Tom. They, kissed. And then he was like, no, we hooked up. So they fucked.
Yeah.
More than once.
I don't know. I feel like I don't believe Marciano.
Marciano is such a loser.
Jesse, please don't do this to me. I love Jesse. Jesse's so funny.
Yeah, she's funny.
At the Halloween party, when she asked the cops, have you seen The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? I was dying. She is so funny. I don't think she hooked up with Marciano. Maybe she did kiss him, but I don't think like a full-blown affair. I think it's a way to hide whatever him and Demi had going on.
That is a theory. One of the theories going on right now on TikTok about the ending of Secret Life of Mormon Wives, where Layla and Marciano are having a conversation, is that Marciano and Demi made up this lie about Jesse to take the heat off of them and their affair. I don't know. I could see it.
Yeah. Demi is evil.
Yeah, she's evil as fuck.
The fact that she was willing to kick off Jesse off of the show for her to get more money, right then and there, and took business from Jesse by telling Taylor to now go get her hair done at Jay-Z Styles. You're dead to me.
Literally,
you are dead to me.
Dead to me.
And it really broke my heart when Jesse was like, she tried to talk to her. You could tell that Jesse is messy, but also confrontation against Demi. It's like the girls are really scared of Demi. Layla's fucking scared shitless, but whatever. They're scared of Demi because Demi is the cancer of the group, according to them. Whenever she brought it up to Demi, she was still trying to play it cool, and then she kind of like broke down and was like, I give you guys hair, I curl your guys' hair anytime we go anywhere, like I make you guys feel good about yourselves, and like this is how you repay me. And like seriously, like and then when she was like, well, it's just hair, remember when she said something like, it's just hair? You are dead to me. This is my empire. And that's her livelihood. And that's what she said. Demi even said, well, like she has Jay-Z Styles, and like this is my lifestyle, like whatever. She was trying to find a reason as to why she was ready to kick off Jesse. Like, you're fake as fuck,
and also apparently broke.
And the fact that you like go on the Bio Files and talk about how Jesse's willing to do everything to fucking be famous, bitch, and you're not. You were willing to kick off your best friend off the show for a fatter paycheck. You are the fakest bitch out there.
Yeah, and also what's wrong with fame? Yeah. You're on a reality TV show. Obviously you want fame.
Like, be so serious.
What I thought was just really diabolical was the fact that Demi apparently, so Demi went on the Bio File, said what she said. Then someone posted on TikTok and Jesse commented, oh, that's funny because Brett asked Jordan for $10K a couple of months ago to be able to pay his bills. So like, if you want to play this game, Jesse's gonna, she's gonna bury you.
Yeah. And I want Jesse to bury her.
I know, right?
I love Jesse so much.
I do love Jesse.
She's a petite queen. She's so little.
I know, she's very tiny. The biggest thing about her is her hair.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's very before the show, she really has a very successful business. So
good for her.
So Demi, like, she's really playing with fire by saying what she's saying.
Yeah. Now your head's gonna fucking look nappy.
I know, right? But next we have Whitney.
Ugh, don't even.
Whitney grew on me, and then at the very end, she kind of killed it.
She grew on me. She did a lot of nice things. She went and checked on Jen when Jen was going through some really hard times. She cleaned her apartment, and I was like, okay, this is a side of Whitney like I'm really starting to like. I even liked the little speech her husband gave. Okay.
Connor. Yeah.
And then she throws it all away, okay? Yeah. Because you're sitting here while Taylor was the one that voted for you when no one else did.
Not even Macy.
Not even Macy, okay? Taylor voted for you. She went to your fucking baby shower for baby Billy after all the other girls, including Demi, your bestie now. Demi had a hibachi the day that you had your baby shower, and at the end you said, fuck Taylor, I'm gonna ride Demi's dick.
Yeah, very weird energy.
You're weird. You're weird as fuck. And she was like, oh, well, like, I'm just so glad that Demi can now see where I stand with Taylor. Taylor's the one that's literally been here for you. Like, what is everyone's deal with Taylor? Leave Taylor alone. It's jealousy. It's jealousy because Taylor does not need to try to be Queen Bee. It just happens naturally for her.
It's not even that she tries to be Queen Bee. It's that the show, the group, they can't move without Taylor because Taylor leaves the show, so does the fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Taylor is that girl. And I need you guys to engrave that in your head.
And I'm pretty sure the show came to Taylor. Yeah. Like, they were like, Taylor, we want to make a show around this. Who probably do you want on the show?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily like, you know, Demi, do you want Taylor on the show? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, whenever, not throwing them any shade, but Miranda and Camille were like, I'm not doing the show without Taylor. They're like, there is no show without Taylor. Be so serious. You know what I mean? But yeah, she fucked up at the end.
She did fuck up at the end. It's like, Whitney, like, you had an in, and then there you go. Like, why?
She fucked up.
She did fuck up. She had done so much good. And then it's like, you do that shit, and it's like, you know what? I'm over you.
Yeah. But it was sweet when she went to go check on Jen.
It was very sweet. It was very sweet. You know, Jen had a tough season. She had a tough season.
Yeah.
You know, it was really heartbreaking to see that she was going through such dark things that she said, you know what, like, I don't want the cameras to follow me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that's really heartbreaking. Like, one thing is to be, like, sad on screen, but she really said, like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, she had that full, like, fight with Jesse at that coffee shop, which was really heartbreaking, which was also really, like, confusing. Because she was like, the answer is no with us swinging with you guys. And I was just like, what the fuck? Do you remember that?
I was so confused.
I was like, wait, what happened? So I guess, like, Jesse has swung before.
Previously.
So that was a little bit confusing. You know, we found out in this season as well that Jen is also pregnant.
Yeah.
After her and Zach were trying to, you know, work on their marriage. I think that Zach did redeem himself a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I don't think a whole lot of it. I think that there was still some things where I was just a little uncomfortable about the things that he was saying. But, you know, him taking care of his wife during this tough time due to her, you know, being pregnant and just going through, like, a really dark time mentally. So he did redeem himself. I was kind of proud of him. He wasn't as terrible as he was last season. And last season was bad. Bad hair, bad everything. And this time he looked better.
Yeah, I agree. I do want to point out one thing that people have been talking about. So the Ben Affleck thing.
Yeah.
So Jen and Zach, or Jen saying that Ben Affleck is Zach's cousin or something related to him. Yeah. And him saying that's nothing, like, we never said that. But they talked about it in season 1.
I know. So I know. I think it's because, like, Jen ran with it, and they're like, hey, stop, and she kept running with it. But, like, why have you guys been telling her for years that you guys are related to Ben Affleck?
And then people are saying online that she's a huge liar, and I'm like, I don't think she's a liar. I think she's a people pleaser, so she'll bend the truth in scenarios to not get in trouble. I feel like that's kind of how she is. But I also don't see anything wrong with her calling out Demi for her shit in Vanderpump Villa. And then Demi sent her apparently sent a cease and desist. If there's nothing wrong here, why are you sending that?
Because there is something wrong here. Because Demi wants to talk about everybody else and their mom, but she's not willing to talk about her own shit.
Exactly.
She acts like her shit don't stink, and it fucking pisses me off. She pissed me off the entire season. I understand that Leanne should have never gone to her Christmas party, but the way that she spoke to Leanne was actually disgusting.
Yeah. It was disgusting. It was wild. And then she was like, like, at the end when she was walking out, she's like, I haven't even gotten the boxing gloves out. Like, why the fuck would you say that to someone's mom?
She's such a pick-me.
Very.
You really thought you ate this season? It ate you, bitch.
Literally.
It ate you.
And then
last but not least, Layla. God, Layla, you gotta do a little bit more, girl. You're forgettable.
I know.
Which makes me sad because I want to see more of her. But apparently, this is what I saw on TikTok, she doesn't film more because she doesn't have someone that can watch her kids.
Okay. And also, she's a liberal queen, so I'm gonna give her another chance.
Yeah, I am gonna give her another chance. Also, she brought Marciano at the end.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she's
you needed to bring Marciano 5 episodes ago. Yeah, but I understand.
I'm giving Layla another chance because I feel like Layla's getting done dirty. And also, when it came to the pregnancy roulette, you know how it's like Layla comes in like, oh, let's all take pregnancy tests, and people are like, oh, you're so like you did not read the room for Demi. Apparently, that was a production thing, and she didn't want to do that. So I will believe her because I have seen too many reality TV shows to not believe her, 1, and 2, I feel like Layla is very empathetic to other people, so I feel like that would not be a thing that she just comes up with, and it just doesn't make sense to me.
She had a brand deal with Taylor after, you know, one of the big things this season, and one of the things that we saw outside of the season was the fact that, you know, Taylor was at the Country Music Awards and nobody commented on her post, which I get why Taylor was upset, because if you guys are commenting on everything else and didn't comment on that, I understand. Now, however, did Taylor take it a little bit too far? Absolutely. Then there was bullying. That's the whole thing with Demi that got started. And, you know, Layla said, hey, here is our group message. I want to be open and honest with you. And here's this. Like, look at this. Which was real as fuck, because I feel like they drag Taylor for no reason. I don't understand why they do my queen like that. Like, I love Taylor so much. Leave Taylor alone.
It's because of the power she holds. It's just a very different dynamic, because you have, like, Demi, who was a fan favorite last season, but she's very early in that vibe with the fans.
Yeah,
Taylor's been here for
4 seasons of fan favorites. You lost your fan favoritism at 1. Like, loser.
Yeah, literally fall from grace.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's wild.
She played with fire and got burnt as fuck.
Yeah, you're crispy, bitch.
Literally. And that's where we'll end today's fucking episode, you guys. We yapped, and we were a little tipsy, but we had fun while doing it. So thank you so much for tuning in to the 48th episode of the Morning Chisme. 47th episode. I'm sorry. I'm fucked up. But we'll see you guys next weekend. It'll be Maria's 57th birthday, and we're excited about it. Like always, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Sorry. Morning Chisme Podcast, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.